The best of Kiss, the best of Dogly Dogs. Welcome, fellow Kiss fans. Welcome to It's All For You Demon, celebrating the fun of being a Kiss fan. And tonight started out very weird. It started out like this. Welcome, fellow Kiss fans. Welcome to It's All For You Demon, celebrating the fun of being a Kiss fan. And tonight, oh, it's Friday night, time to film a video, time to get in front of the camera. Welcome, fellow Kiss fans. Platinum presents the best. Welcome, fellow Kiss fans. Welcome to It's All For You Demon, celebrating the fun. Pee-wee says, I've got the wee-wees. And in between all that craziness, taking these girlies outside to go wee-wee, I came back in and I realized myself and Danny are weirdos.
I think they're talking about us.
In the Kiss community. We are different in our collecting, we are different in our liking, we are different in how we view Kiss. And when I say that, we kind of stray to the path less taken. And as I sat down to talk about this magazine, I realized that this magazine is the opinions of this magazine are very high in the Kiss community, and for me, I don't feel that. I bought this magazine with very high hopes, and I just wasn't amazed the way I thought I would be. So tonight, because I'm weird, because Danny's weird, because Large Marge is weird, maybe you're weird too, I thought I would discuss my list of the top 5 magazines that I think every Kiss fan should own in my little weird world here in the Wax Night basement. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about weirdness, we're going to talk about quirkiness, we're going to talk about fun. It's the top 5 magazines that It's All For You Demon, Large Marge, and Pee-wee right over there think you should have in your fun, weird, quirky collection. But before we get into the magazines of tonight, let's take a look at this week's The Dogs of It's All For You Demon. And this week's entry comes to us from our buddy John Coy, who messaged me his dog, told me his dog's name was Thorn, and I immediately said, "Is your dog named from the dog on Lost Boys?" And kudos to John and family, because it is.
That's my dog, Thorn.
Hi, Thorn.
Say hello, Thorn.
So tonight's dog of the Dogs of It's All For You Demon steals my heart, pop culture wise and dog wise. John Coy's dog, Thorn. So as I said in the intro, The Best of Kiss 1979 is highly regarded as a much needed and sought after magazine in the Kiss collecting community. That all being said, I was not totally blown away. I will say I love the cover. That cover had to pop off of magazine racks. That cover is absolutely beautiful and kind of represents the band in that perfect TGNY, Woolworths, Kmart way. There you have it. That's what I talk about when I say Danny and I are weird. We always refer to things as like, that is TGNY Kiss. That is Woolworths Kiss. It's just that mass merchandising, pop culture, a pack of gum, a yo-yo, and a Kiss record, Americana thing. We're weird. We're nerds. And that's why I really wanted to look at like the nerd magazines of tonight. And the reason I didn't fall head over heels for this magazine is because the first entry on the top 5 needed Kiss magazines from a nerd's perspective. And that is the TV superstar Kiss Mania from 1979. We just talked about it a few weeks ago. This magazine is TGNY, Woolworths, Kmart, pop, culture, fun. Written totally for a elementary school girl, in this case, because there's a lot of like love story mumbo jumbo in this magazine. But that makes it even more fun. That makes it even more Woolworth's pop culture nerd. I absolutely love it. I actually think this may be my absolute #1 favorite Kiss magazine of all time. We're ranking the top 5 Kiss magazines, but it doesn't really mean in any order. This magazine, however, stole my heart and possibly #1 in my entire life. Next up, the hard rock prehistory Kiss comics 1 through 3. These belong in every Kiss fan's collection. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you like comic books or not. These are absolutely 100% wonderful, beautiful, great artwork, great covers, great stories, great writing. These guys were tasked to do a Creatures Through Like Revenge comic book, and then there was a falling out between Hard Rock Comics and the band. Never came to fruition. This is absolutely one of the best comic series of the band ever, in my humble opinion.
Use a little paint thinner, wash it.
10 out of 10 stars. You will not regret buying these. I would consider these comic book wise only second to one other comic book, and nice segue, that comes in next on our list. The 1977 Marvel Comics Super Special. You can't go wrong with this. I think this is probably the first thing any Kiss fan should buy. If you become a Kiss fan and you start collecting Kiss, you need to find this comic book and have it. It's a staple in everyone's collection. Such a cool cover. That orange, yellow, Halloween vibe, silver logo, Dr. Doom on the back. This is everything the band should be. Cartoon, comic book, rock and roll fun. It belongs in your collection. You have to have it. And in that same vein, do not mind the Marvel comic behind this. This is a heavy son of a bitch. It kept falling over, so I needed a backer there. In the same vein, fun. The Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park official magazine from 1978. If you're a Kiss nerd, you love Phantom of the Park. If you love Phantom of the Park, you will die for this magazine. This magazine is everything a Kiss fan wants, everything a Phantom of the Park fan wants, everything a Kiss fan who taps into that nerd magic like Dan and I do want. Again, written for like an elementary school kid, and that's what's so fun about Kiss. Late 1977 into 1980, it just became so elementary school, magical fun. And you know, it's like the magic of Christmas. With loud guitars, it's Kiss, it's science fiction, it's comic booky, it's fun. And lastly, I'm going to go 80s on this one. You have to have the Exposed magazine. If you're a fan of the 80s and you love that VHS era, where every rock band was putting out those awesome VHS releases to accompany their album, to push the sales of their album. Thank God for Motley Crue Uncensored, because I think they really started that era of marketing, that marketing push. They made that successful, and Exposed followed perfectly. I was fortunate enough to be naive enough when I first saw Exposed. I thought it was real. I thought they all lived together, and I love that. And this magazine kind of teeters on that same fantasy style line, because we all know that house was rented. It's a famous house in California, Gray Hall in Beverly Hills, and there's an interview in this magazine where Paul actually says that's his house, and he won't deny that it's not his house. And to me, that's just beautiful, because it plays into my naivety as a young teen, seeing Exposed for the first time and believing in that magic, and I still believe in that magic every time I watch Exposed. And to me, this magazine has that same vibe. It has that same magic that the VHS does. And there's nothing more fun than watching Exposed and looking at this magazine at the same time. So there you have it, the top 5 Kiss magazines from a nerd perspective. These are my go-tos. These are the ones I escape with. These are my favorite magazines of all time. Best of Kiss we will cover again in a future video. Maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe I was just disappointed when I opened it up and was coming off the high of the Kiss Mania fun. So maybe it'll grow on me and we'll do a review of it. That way you all can disagree with me and say, no, it is the best Kiss magazine, and change my mind. And maybe I'll have to redo this list or add an asterisk at the end. But this is my list. The top 5 magazines from a nerd's perspective that make my life fun and I think would make your life fun too. Leave your list below. I would love to hear the magazines that you nerd out to as well. Thank you for hanging with us tonight and waxing a little rock and roll nostalgia here with us in the Wax Night basement. Thank you for nerding out with us. Large Marge says we nerd out every night. Thank you for hanging with us. Take care, be safe. Be good to your babies. Spay, neuter, microchip. We will talk to you soon. You are the best. You are the best. Not like the best of Kiss. You are the best dogly dog in the world. I love you.